Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 884. It is Friday. Free for all Friday. Talk about my baseball night in Beloit. We'll play Name That Player back to baseball this morning, and we'll drink our coffee, and we'll like it. Good morning. We've got Terry in the house. Harlan is here. Redbridge Sports Cards says it's a beautiful morning in down east Maine. It's much warmer right now. Let's see. I never believe my computer when I look at the temperature. What is the actual? What's my phone temperature? 50. Okay, 55. We've got some air quality issues here in Madison, Wisconsin. My computer said air quality a moment ago, and now it says mostly sunny. But I did notice it was. I just thought it was a fog. Maybe it's that I had heard recently there was like some type of Canadian wildfires or something. Air quality advisory. Let's see. For particulate matter, which is in effect from midnight tonight till midnight Friday. Blah, 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 blah. Wildfire smoke originating from Canada will move into southern and eastern Wisconsin from northwest to southeast. Particulate matter concentrations will likely increase sharply at times before steadily diminishing as cleaner air moves in. The air quality index is expected to reach the unhealthy for sensitive groups level. So, I did. When I looked out the window this morning, I realized it's really foggy out there. No, it's Canadian wildfire smoke is in our air, but it's warmer, 58 right now. Oh, now it's humid, it says on my computer screen. It went from poor air quality to mostly sunny to now humid. I'll take that over blizzard or tornado, like it said one morning. Brian Wolf, what's happening? Good morning to you. We've got George in the house. Tiger727 is here. Brian Dean, what's happening? Todd Richardson, good morning to you. David, good morning. Temps in the high 60s in Massachusetts today. I think we're going to be in the high 70s here. Woo! Love it. Love it. Where are we at? Today's high. Oh, only 65. Only 65 today. Going to be 70 tomorrow, 74 Sunday. We're going to be in the 80s next weekend. Hey, next weekend, that sucks because that's the Madison Card Show. We don't want you enjoying the beautiful sunny 80-degree weather over at Bratfest. You can do that after the Madison Card Show. Next Saturday, May 27th, the Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive. Bratfest is going on Friday, Saturday, Sunday next weekend. You can go Friday night, see Slaughter and Steven Adler. Come out to the Madison Card Show Saturday, 9 to 3. That's next Saturday, sold-out show, 125 tables, free admission. Going to be a blast. Go have a brat after the show and take in some 80s butt rock. Cooter's in the house from the deck of a Jamestown ferry. Good morning. Dan, what's happening? Picked up a big bookcase today for $15 to store more hobby stuff. Love it. You know, that's the sign, and I'm saying this coming from my own thoughts. Sometimes I get more excited for the supplies than the cards. Like if I get like a bookcase, like I'm more excited to put my cart. I mean, I guess it goes hand in hand, but sometimes I'm really excited. Like I'll get more excited about a bookshelf or boxes or something to put my cards in than the cards themselves. Like I get really excited. I don't have it next to me. Like those pad folios. And like when I fill a binder up and I go buy a new one to put more autographs. And I had a good night autographing last night. It was actually a very poor autograph night. But I got what I needed done for the most part. Missed one. But I'll share my baseball night in Beloit. Ed's in the house. Happy Friday. What's happening? Brian Wolf, good morning. Rather have some Canadian beer than smoke. Yes. Or Canadian bacon. Terry says a high of 59 here today, 70s this weekend. Card hobbyist in the house. We've got Johnny Boy Cards here. Dan says, we swept the doubleheader last weekend. Have another doubleheader tomorrow. We need to sweep. Good luck to Dan. Playing some ball. JW, good morning. Scotty Dubs is in the house. JW says, hit that like button. Thank you, JW. Look at that. Only 3 likes, 22 watching. I was talking to somebody last week and they're like, I'd love to hit that like button, but I just watch. I don't have, like, I'm not signed in. I'm like, oh, okay. So, and I bet we have a lot of people that are just like not signed in. They can't like the button. Like the button, hit the like button. Cooter says, think how exciting it will be to replace box 13. Yeah, I'll get really excited when I put together a new box 13. Box 13 still hanging tight, hanging tough up here. Old box number 13. Christian, good morning. I think tonight may be the night. I think tonight, I know tonight, I'm going to rip some Bowman. I've got 12 blaster boxes that I've hung on to because I'm going to rip those live tonight. Little Friday night live. I think this evening. Did I tell you? I think I shared the issue. We're not going to go on any soapboxes this morning. I've got that out of my system. I bitched a lot on Wednesday. I bitched a lot yesterday, and then I went out to a ballpark and look at what a good old American pastime baseball can do to your attitude. It just turns it all around. And now it's sunny skies and rainbows and unicorns and happy times. I did say I'm just gonna make one little comment. So I met up with a couple buddies last night. Graffin buddies, Ben and Alex. Shout out. I don't think they watch. But met up with them last night. So Alex goes, I'll get the first round. What do you want? I'm like, oh, what do they got? And this is like, I was godsmacked. I'm like, I want Bud Light. So I just like to piss people off. I like to give me a Bud Light. I want to piss people off. So that backfired, me wanting to piss people off by just holding a Bud Light can. It was Thirsty Thursday and Bud Light's like regular price. If I would have went Coors Light, because Coors Light and Bud Light, some people can't do one or the, like, so I don't get that. I'm not like, I don't have a flavor. I have preferred, and we talked about this, I don't like IPAs, but when it comes, I won't drink Miller Lite. I think Miller Lite sucks. But Busch Light, I'll drink Busch Light. I'll drink Bud Light. I'll drink Coors Light. As far as like the domestics. And then like craft beer, I'll drink. I have preferred, whatever that word is, preferred beers to drink. But the Coors Light was cheap. It's like $2. Or maybe, no, it was $4 for the 16 ounce. It was $4. I'm like, shit, I should have got the Coors Light. Anyway, a beer, a brat in baseball. The 3 Bs, loved it. Where are we at? Shane, good morning. Terry says, thanks, Cooter. Now the Tanya Tucker Jamestown Ferry song is stuck in my head. I don't know that one. I would play it, but then YouTube would be like, oh, strike. You can't play music. Copyright. Shame. Good morning, Dan. What's happening? Red Light says Iowa Cubs was in Indy last night. Yeah, I was taught one of the guys I was with last night said one of their graphing buddies was going to Indy to watch the Iowa Cubs. And Des Moines isn't too far away. I think it's maybe 3.5 hours from where I'm at, which isn't too bad. Madison, actually, let's do Verona because I'm Verona, Wisconsin to Des Moines, Iowa. It's 4 hours and 20 minutes. Oof. So that is a haul. But I've been talking for 20 years. I'm going to get to Iowa this year. This is the year I go to Iowa and watch the Iowa Cubs. Haven't done it yet. Eric bought a 2020 Topps Pro debut. Volp Autos. Nice. Just scored a UFC Chronicles hobby box for $40. Very nice. I'm going to do some ripping tonight. Bowman, 2023 Bowman. Oh. So I had a thought that and then I went off on my beer tangent. So I think today is the day that I get my my shelves. I have 3 shelves at the new house, but I need to adjust them. So I'm going to take a box. I'm going to take a monster box so I can get the shelves to where I need them to be for my future eBay store in there. So I'll go in the evening before I go live to break my Bowman. I'll go over there because I've got to check to make sure they close the front door. One of the crews that's working on the house has failed to shut doors when they leave. That's a problem. Fortunately, we check their work, so I'm gonna have to go do that tonight. So they stay. Hey, they stay late. But I think part of that is because they a couple of them tend to watch soccer during the day, and maybe not be focusing on the work. And I'm like, hey, that's I don't know what. Maybe they're on a break. I don't know. So I'm gonna do that tonight, and then I will go live. What time will I go live is probably a question I'll get. I would say let's do 7:30ish. 7:30 tonight. I'll go live. Allergies are still bugging me. About 7:30 tonight, and I'm gonna rip my remaining blaster boxes of 2023 Bowman. So I've got 12 left. I think it's all downhill from here after I pulled these in the same blaster box. DePaula, Green Auto, Drew Jones, Wave Refractor to $3.99. I haven't listed those in my eBay store yet. I've got some big cards that I need to list. I've got those two. I've got a Jackson Holiday First Chrome Auto I need to list. I've got a Tom Brady rookie card I need to list. I've got that Bo Bichette Super Short Print that I haven't listed yet. So I've got those cards still to list. Yesterday, I finally, let's go to my eBay to see how my day, I know my day was much better yesterday than it was Wednesday. It's crazy to see my last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. It's low, high, low, high, low, high. But it was funny, and I look back now and it's like, well, it's just going along with the week, and this is how it's low, high, low, high, low, high. It's like the Giants in the early part of the 2010s. Win a World Series, don't win a World Series, win a World Series, don't win a World Series. But I haven't been bulk adding. I haven't added a ton of cards lately. Really, in fact, in the last week and a half, it's just been, I've been listing cards from my phone. I had somebody reach out, message me. They're like, hey, why don't you use your scanner anymore? And I'm like, what? I get that question every once in a while, and it always confuses me. What do you mean? Why do I not use I do use my scanner. It's an odd question. I do use my scanner. So I just replied with a question mark. And they said, oh, all of your new items are not taken with the scanner. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense, because I haven't used the scan. I haven't used Car Dealer Pro, my scanner, in almost 2 weeks. I haven't done many bulk uploads. And so the answer is, it just depends what I'm listing. So I've had a lot, when I went to Dallas, and I had a lot of, I bought all those autographs, and a lot of them were the thick, letters. You can't run those through the scanner. So it just depends on what I list. And so I wanted to get a lot of those autographs up, and I'm not going to run those through the scanner. So that's why I'm using my phone, so I can get those added. But yesterday, found some time to, I've been sorting some football. I took, and this is anecdotal, but I took 200, and I listed 200 football cards, 2 batches, Car Dealer Pro, upload into eBay, 200 football cards. I bet 15% have already sold of what I listed. 15% of 200 have probably already sold. And Actually, it might be 20%. Doing what's the math on that? So, yeah, I bet it's close to 20% on, and actually most of it was one buyer. And so you're like, well, what did you list? I listed, just like a lot of like stars from the last 20 years: Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Dan Marino. There were some new rookies. So let's try to find what, and it probably was just the one buyer, but let's see. Nope, that was an older listing. Let's see. Oh, some 49ers were purchased. Those were all older listings. Okay, of course, when I want to find something, I can't find it. I sold some new Bowman. Hey, finally sold a James Outman rookie again. Funny how hard that market fell. Let's see. Okay, this is getting tiring and boring for you, I'm sure. Oh, there's a Dion that sold, so there's one. Purchased by Playmate Sarah. Oh, there's a Trevor Lawrence, so there's two. Oh, there's another Dion, that's three. I'm going to have to blow my damn nose. Oh, there's a Burrow that sold, there's four. Oh, here's all these football. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's an old one. Oh, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Was that? No, that's an old one. So I think 23. So 23 out of 200. That's not 20%. That's 10%, 12%. So about 12%. Hey, in 20 hours, 18 hours, 16 hours, whatever the hell the math is. So put some football in. And I've got a bunch more football that I want to add. Where are we at? Red Bridge. Oh, we talked about that. Let's see. Dan says, can you mix beers midstream, bounce around? I don't know what that means. Is that a song? Let's see. Dude from Duryea. Wasn't Duryea, am I pronouncing it correctly? Wasn't Duryea the home of the Topps manufacturing facility? I believe they built a plant there in like the 60s, early 60s, mid 60s. Oh, that dude from Duryea. I'm looking at his thumbnail. It has the old Topps logo in it. Love it. Michael Renicky, good morning. Mark Marinello in the house. Flawed Thinker is here. Angel Baby Cards is here from Central CA. Early in the morning for him. Thank you for jumping on at 5:30 in the morning. Baseball has been my escape from negativity all my life. Love it. Gate City Paul is here. Good morning. Flipping Sports Guy says, I'm a huge roller coaster. I've been a huge roller coaster last week. Great days, then really blah days. But hey, it evens out at the end. Yeah. So when I look back at my last 6 days, I'm like, Jesus, that's a terrible. Like Sunday, awesome day. Monday, terrible. Tuesday, awesome. Wednesday, terrible. Thursday, awesome. Does that mean today I'm already off to a good start? So hopefully today is another awesome day. But you're right. It pretty much evens out. And let's see, let's just clump the last 2 days and let's run those numbers. And basically you're right. It almost exactly evens out to where I want to be on a daily basis. Pretty much like just a smidge higher than my goal. But yes, you're right. It's terrible one day, great the next, but in the end, the average, it all averages out. Cooter says, I forgot about that song. We can watch the ferry from the deck of our rental, so I will now have Tanya Tucker in my head for the next 4 days. I don't know that song. I'm going to have to cue it up. Let's see. Good morning, Herman. Andy Mack in the house. What's happening? Kyle, good morning. Paige and Deanie Bean is here. Dean is off to school. Let the F-bombs fly. I hope Dean didn't catch my F-bombs yesterday. I think I dropped 3 of them yesterday. That's I was just in a weird headspace. Now it was probably all the pollen in my nose, in my nasal cavity, which is still sitting up there. I gotta blow my nose. I am going to step away. I'm going to read Dan's comment, then I'm going to step away and blow my damn nose. Since I'm over 50,000 listings, I am nervous to hit 60,000 with 30-day renewals and then get whacked for listing fees. And that's the delicate balance that once you hit 60,000 listings, that's why you have to be smart on what you're listing. Are you selling enough to make it worth that jump or not? So that's where the quality really comes. I mean, once you scale up, if you're at 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, you can be pretty liberal with your listings and what the quality of your listings are. But once you hit 50,000, you've really got to, either think about it, develop a new strategy if your current strategy is not working, or start weighing the benefits of the next level up. So that's something that, once I hit 60,000, I will go to the I will go to the next level. Once I get to like 62,000 listings, I will increase my store subscription to the next level, which is a pretty drastic. It goes from like $60 to $300. But then my big concern is not at that 60,000 level, but it's at that like 100,000, 110,000, wherever that number's at. That's because then you really have to, then you think 60 to 300 is a big jump. You go from 300 to like 3,000, a huge jump. So that's something that is going to affect me, probably next year. We'll see when I get there. I'm still in a good space where I like my sell-through rate. Like, I don't want to add a whole bunch of listings just to get to 60,000 and scale up. You want to continue to sell to make it worth that subscription, right? In my case, worth, doing as a full-time job. So selling is the main key. So listing quality while mixing in some easy to upload, like, oh, hey, here's a 1982 Donruss. Here's 100, 200, 300 cards. To scale up that way, it's super easy and you can do it super fast. But the trade-off is less sales. And I've been doing that. I've been pretty smart about my quality versus quantity throughout the whole process, because there's going to come a time when I'm going to have to make these decisions. Okay. So with that thought, I'm going to go get some hankies, blow my snot. Bring a roll with me. My wife gets annoyed when I blow my nose with toilet paper. She's like, we have Kleenex. I prefer I don't know why. Actually, I think I do know why. Growing up, we didn't have Kleenex. How poor were you? We were so poor, we couldn't afford Kleenex. No, we just never really used Kleenex in our house. And then when I became an adult, and I use that word loosely, like, I wanted to say, I worked in radio. Have you ever seen a radio paycheck? I hope you haven't. I know Zach has. So I don't want to spend on luxury goods like Kleenex. So I always blew my nose with toilet paper, and it's stuck with me. It's like, I don't want to waste money on, and it's also when it comes to taking out the trash, like our kitchen trash will be like half full and it's trash day. And my wife's like, take the trash out. And I'm like, we're wasting a trash bag. Like, we still have 3 days left to get the most out of this trash bag. I still have, and I think that is part my dad grew up like he was born right after the Depression, but my grandma was living it, right? So like just pinching all those pennies. And I think that has kind of, I mean, hey, I'm calculating the price per card out of a blaster box of Bowman. I'm penny wise. Hopefully I'm not dollar dumb, but I think part of that is just from being raised by my parents and what their parents went through in the Great Depression, but also living extremely poor, working in radio during my 20s. I can't afford luxury goods like Kleenex. Are you crazy? I'm going to blow my nose with toilet paper. And my wife's like, use the Kleenex. We have Kleenex. Like, yeah, but that Kleenex is expensive. Angel Baby's going to get some coffee and his Topps cap. Good deal. Andy Mack just crossed the 3,000 listing threshold yesterday and had my largest single order. Nice. Congrats. Love it. Can you change the name of your eBay store? If so, how do you do it? Yes, you can. I think you've got to go into, let's see, go to my eBay, go to summary, go to account. I don't know if this is the correct way, so bear with me. So go into account. Let's see. Go into seller account. Well, I don't think that's going to be it. Nope. So click back. Let's see. I guess maybe just go into your seller dashboard. Let's try this way. Seller dashboard. Okay. Personal. Let's try personal. Oh, seller account. Or is that? Oh. And then you have to enter your password again. Like, are you kidding me? You're letting me do all of this other stuff within my account. Now I get to this step and you're going to make me sign in. Continue. Okay. I don't even know what I clicked. Aha. Business info. Account type. Let's see. Username, contact info, phone, business details. Oh, that's like your super business stuff. Okay. So we don't want that. Account preferences. Nope. Don't want that. Selling. Oh, that takes us back to where we started. So the answer is I have no idea. It's in there somewhere. You can do it. I believe in you. But I don't know how to do it. Card Shuffler, good morning. Dan says, could you drink a Bud Light beer 1, then Coors Light beer number 2? Yes, absolutely. The only thing that screws me up is if I drink like a Bud Light, a Coors Light, a Spotted Cow, a Pilsner. Like if I like mixed like light beers, yes. But if I'm mixing craft beer, because then you're going from like Pilsner to ales to whatever, that's what gives me trouble. But yeah, I could switch off from Coors Light to Bud Light. Brian says, Strange Brew, movie about Canadian beer and fire. Was driving me crazy trying to think of the movie after you mentioned the smoke from Canada. Strange Brew, yes. Was that a John Candy? Was that Eugene Levy? John Candy, Strange Brew. Next level subscription seems like it doesn't increase the listing amount enough to be worth it. So I think from the $60 to $300, you're right. I think it increases to what, 100,000. I think that's the 60,000 to 100,000. But you're right. It goes up to like 200. It goes up, from 60 to 300. However, if you're paying, if you don't get that subscription and you still want to scale up, like by the time you get to like 62,000, 63,000, you're already spending that money. And it's going to be like, it's going to cost you 200 because it's, let's go into eBay store. Help contact. Come on. Is it what? 15 cents per listing? Oh, we want help. eBay store fees. For selling fees. Here we go. Okay, monthly subscription, store subscription fees, insertion fees. Where's that damn table at? Premium store. 10 cents. Is it 10 cents? Yeah, 10 cents. So 10 cents So the difference in price is what? Anchor Store is 300. 300 minus 60 is 240. So 240 divided by 10 cents is 2,400 listings. So by the time you get to 62,500 listings, you're already paying more than $240 in insertion fees. So if you want to scale up to 100,000, it's definitely worth that 300. But I think what you might mean by next level after that, because that's what the Anchor Store, then it's the Enterprise. Yeah, so it's Premium Store is 60,000, Anchor Store is 100,000, Enterprise is 200,000. So that gets you up to 200,000 listings. So 100,000 listings divided by 0.05 is a lot of money. Is that right? 100,000. Oh, that's a million. Come on, Bo. Times 0.05. 5,000. So the math works. It's just, you just got to be smart with what you list, I guess. The Topps factory building is still standing. They make motorized wheelchairs and scooters there. Sweet. Not as cool as baseball cards. It's still cool that it's standing. Bots heard Hanky. Now they're on the way for some hanky-panky. Hankies and Bud Light. Morning, I show up and he is gone. Ah, yes, I was blowing the snot out of my nose. Just tell her it's also called toilet tissue, right? Dan says, I think the tricky part is you could have less than 60,000 cards listed, but if the renewal listings hit within the 30-day window of a 31-day month, you can get whacked. Kleenex sucks. I still prefer the TP. Okay, I'm not alone. Working radio is working below the poverty line. Yes, it is. I took a roll of TP from the bathroom for the card office to blow my nose, and the girlfriend sees it and has me follow her to the living room to point out 2 boxes of Kleenex. Use these. It must be a guy thing. We like using our toilet paper. Using tea bags for 3 servings type income. And we're back. Yes. Yes. 100% agree on the trash bag. It isn't going out if it isn't full. That's my thought. My wife's like, oh, you have to get it out of the house because it's trash day. We've got to get, it's like, we can fit like 11 bags still in that trash bin. It's going to be okay. We can fill this trash bag up and, you know, when full tomorrow or the next day, put it in the bin. It's going to be okay for the next 6 days. There's going to be enough room in the trash bin next week. Terry says, what's Terry say? Where are we at? Terry says, when you change your eBay store name, the link address will still contain the old name. You need to end and start a new store to get them to match. Interesting. I did not know. Let's see. Frugality is a better word than penny pincher. I'm the same way as my parents would never spend extraneously for name brands like Kleenex, Ziploc, or Hefty. Does a second store make more sense at that point? I don't think so, because it's all about branding. I don't think so, because you want to build your store brand up. And I think that lends more, because you don't want to split, because then you're splitting your business in 2. And with that comes more paperwork. Now you're doing double the paperwork, which it's eBay, so it's not that difficult, but you're still printing 2 different forms. It's a headache. So that side, but just in general, you're trying to direct. The only time I think that would work is if it's completely different businesses. And like, if I'm selling t-shirts and baseball cards, create a store for t-shirts, create a store for baseball cards, but creating 2 separate stores for the same merchandise, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Rich says it's Dallas Card Show weekend. So by the time Bo gets to name that player, I'll be gone. That's good news for the rest of you. Although Uncle Rich isn't really, Scotty Dubs is running away with this one. Oh, Uncle Rich has 19 points. We're going back to baseball today. Let's see. Where are we at? Let's see. Angel Baby. He's back. Interesting the way eBay insertions have become simpler, though the insertion price remains the same. You know, back in the day, it was like 25 cents for an insertion fee. And I guess it might be if you don't have a store. Yeah, so I think if 30 cents per insertion fee above your like monthly allotment. It's 25 cents for a basic store, 10 cents, excuse me, for a premium, and then it drops to a nickel on the anchor and above. Let's see, where are we at? Since you have allergies, there is no reason you should not have a working air filter in your card room as we are live. What do you think? I don't know. I don't know if that would work. We have well, I don't think it's an air filter, but it's we have April Air in our house. Let's see. Good morning, Paul. The air is filtered at 99.5% free of air irritants. But what if you go outside? What if you go outside? I think that's my problem, is going outside. That's what's causing my problems. Let's see. Terry, good morning. Mookie says Kleenex is to toilet paper as blue painter's tape is to tan masking tape. Andy Max says the only way I'd open a second store is if it were completely different niche. Yes, I agree with that. That's my thought exactly. Max in the house didn't realize people actually cared what they blow their noses with. Yes. I use whatever is close. And actually, Max, I'm with you. In the kitchen, if I'm in the kitchen and I don't want to take the 8 extra steps to the powder room where you don't dump, I will use a napkin. Also, everything is cleared on garbage day. Leaving stuff sit is lazy. See, I don't agree with that. Man, fill up that damn trash bag. That's money. You're wasting money. Flipping Sports Guy says, I've missed the last few weeks' damn work meetings. Got to get my name that player score back up. What's Flipping Sports Guy at? You're at a respectable 6 points on this new batch. Not too shabby. Does Car Dealer Pro have fields for quantity and lowest offer taken? It does have quantity. Quantity is, I think, right next to price. Lowest offer, I'm not sure. That you may have to add after the fact, like in the spreadsheet. I mean, you can export the CSV file and add it. You just have to make sure you get the correct what eBay will take. Kyle says, I did a buy 4, get 5 free coupon and finally sold some basketball cards last night. I don't even like touch basketball anymore because it just doesn't. It's crazy. I don't know what it is, but it's like, oh, hey, like who's a player? I was going to say Ja Morant, but he's kind of probably he's on the cold list right now. But like Zion and LeBron, even Jordan doesn't sell. It's out of my eBay store, at least. People aren't coming to buy basketball, but my basketball percentage to my entire inventory is very minuscule. So I bet if I went and added 1,000 basketball cards, I'd probably make a bunch of sales and be like, hey, look at all the basketball that's sold. And I think that's probably what I have in my store currently is just stale inventory. So that's I'm sure that's part of the problem. But I like baseball. Baseball moves. I like football. I mean, football, I moved a ton. 12% of what I listed yesterday has already sold. Max says all of our garbage bins are metal with the exception of the kitchen. Those are paper bags from grocery shopping, have hundreds. Who actually buys trash bags? We buy trash bags. We splurge. That's a luxury item we buy. We buy Kleenex. As a kid, I would have been like, oh my God, you're rich. You buy trash bags and Kleenex? You take the trash out before the bag is full? Oh my God. You and your ivory tower. By the way, I walked into a deal yesterday, and when I offered the dealer more money because I bought it sight unseen, that may be the deal of the century. Oh, Rich says 800 pre-65s VGEX, a few stars and semi-high numbers for, wait for it, $20. Holy moly. That is a steal. Let's see. California has crappy air, so they use air filters. Our air is pretty good. Until today, we get that Canadian wildfire, polluted air. Just as polluted air, we have a polluted air alert here in Wisconsin. The Canadian wildfire. Tracy, good morning. If you were sitting there sneezing and plugged up, so sorry, but you are breathing it in. Get a filter. I went to the baseball game last night. Got some autographs. It was a bad night graphing, but I still got 34 autographs. So, like the big time prospects did not sign, didn't even acknowledge anybody. There was only like 5 of us getting autographs, but they didn't even like stop for kids. And there were only like 2 kids, not too many people at the game. I was surprised. Usually when the Cubs are in town, there's a lot of autographers. Like, sometimes 20, and there was just like 5 of us. But I got guys that I needed that I didn't get at spring training. Shout out to Jacob Wetzel. James Trianto signed. Liam Spence, who I've missed like twice, like the last 2 years. So I finally got Liam Spence. Sheldon Reed, I've missed him the last couple times. Fabian Pertus. Ezekiel Pagan. Got a first Bowman signed of Ezekiel. Eduardo Nunez. Richard Gallardo, and he started last night's game. My custom cards that I make using Rich's photos. And Myrtle Beach, he signed 3 for me. Brad Depperman. And Bryce Ball. Brandon Birdsell. So I actually got a couple of the cards that I custom made from my own photos at spring training. Brandon Birdsell and Bryce Ball, the photos that I took this past spring. So that was fun. So I know like the big name players weren't signing, weren't even stopping, acknowledging, which is okay. But I was happy. I got 34 autographs. The only one that I wanted to get that I didn't get was Cade Horton. And he was like not having autographers last night. But I wanted to get Cade Horton. I missed him at spring training, and he wasn't signing last night. So it was a good night graphing. The Cubs lost. Gallardo, I didn't expect him to sign because I got him after the game. I didn't expect him to sign because he started and he gave up like 4 or 5 runs. Had a rough first inning, but he eased into it. I don't know what his final line was. Here, it's probably quicker if I just look up in the MILB app. Oh, speaking of MILB, I didn't bring my bag in. But the minor league sets are starting to come out. So one of my buddies said that Myrtle Beach, the Pelicans, their set came out. So I ordered a couple Myrtle Beach Pelican sets from our seats last night. And then the Midwest League top prospect set is out. They had it at the team store. So I bought 2 of those sets. So I'm going to keep the Cubs. There's only 2 Cubs in the sets. And then I'm going to put the singles on eBay. They're only $10 for a set. So I should make my money back selling the non-Cubs. So let's see. Gallardo last night, he went 5 innings, which that's surprising because he gave up 5 runs on 6 hits, struck out 3, 2 walks. He still has a respectable 3.66 ERA. Going 5 innings was impressive because he had I think his first inning, his pitch count was 26. I think he threw 26 pitches in the first inning. He was just getting shelled in the first inning, but then he settled in and looked okay the rest of the way. Let's see. We're going to get to name that player. We're going to go baseball today. Let's pack a football. Let's just grab some random packs here. Where are we at? Stuke's in the house. Good morning. Getting ready for the Dallas Card Show this afternoon and tomorrow. Very nice. Rich went through allergies last month, and I empathize with Bo on the allergies. Felt like crap for about 2 to 3 weeks. This session of allergies is lingering for me. Madison has really bad, We have a really bad allergy season. Um, it's and I've dealt with it my entire life, but it seems to be worse here than other places, and it's just like I'm still dealing with. It's been a week now. It's been a little longer than what my normal allergies. Typically, it's like 3-4 days. So going on a week, I think. When did I start? I think like last Thursday or Friday. Like it was before the Midwest premiere. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna feel like crap. And then Saturday was by far Saturday and Sunday, like last weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Sunday was by far the worst. I think Saturday was okay because I was moving. I was at the show set up and I was moving around and I was upright. But then Sunday I felt like crap. And I'm like laying down, which is like the worst thing you can do. And so I skipped Mother's Day dinner. I was just feeling like shit. Let's see. Where are we at? McFarlane era Marvel cards arrived yesterday morning after the live chat. Loving it. Very cool. The Starlight Room is the 125 table or so room, which is the first room on your left when you enter from the garage. Let's see. Stuke knows that room. Mark Hoyle in the house. What's up? Central California, we do get different cards as compared to the East Coast for some strange reason. Last night, I set aside some 2022 Cubs. Love it. Dump the rest. Keep the Dodgers, dump the rest. Andy Max says, my sister just moved from Madison to Louisville. She said her allergies are 100% better. I bet. Madison is terrible for allergies. Card Shuffler says, Tulsa, Oklahoma allergies are horrible here. I was just thinking about this. When I was traveling a lot, when I worked in college athletics, it was during basketball season. We flew to Vegas. Was this? Yeah, it was basketball season. We played Southern Utah. And Oral Roberts was our road trip. So we flew to Vegas and drove to Cedar City, and then back to Vegas, and then flew from Vegas to. Did we connect in Dallas to go to Tulsa? I think we probably connected in Dallas and Tulsa, and I had like this going on, and my ears like would not pop. I could not hear for like 2 days. It was terrible. So my time when we played Oral Roberts, my time in Tulsa, like I could not hear a damn thing, because the altitude or whatever, the plane. Oh, that's terrible. Like flying with a stuffy nose and allergies and whatever. Oh, that's the worst. Let's see. Walmart is very close to our home, and our deliveries arrive constantly from the Midwest. So we get cards like Cubs, but they just lay around. Rich is off to the DCS. Good luck today. Have fun, Rich. Flipping Sports Guy says, Philly allergy season has been horrible too. I caught a cold right at the start, and oh man, still can't shake that or allergies after almost 3 weeks. Sitting outside 2 to 4 hours a night coaching baseball and softball doesn't help. No. And my allergies are probably worse today because I was watching baseball last night. I was outside. Let's Google what are the worst cities for allergy. Oh, it auto-populated. It knew I wanted to talk about allergies. Dropped a pack of 88 Fleer. What are the worst cities for allergies? What's Google have to say? Christian says allergies in Southeast Michigan has been terrible. I'm allergic to tree pollen, and it's literally falling like snow outside my window. Okay. For some reason, it didn't. Here we go. How does your city rank? AAFA, asthma and allergy capitals. Oh, we've got a new winner for 2023. Allergy capitals. It's not Madison. Doesn't help my current situation. Where's the list? Full ranking of 100 U.S. metro areas. The most challenging places to live with allergies, according to the AAFA. And it's a .org. Oh, it's the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America. So I'm going to believe them. It's a damn PDF. Madison did not make the list, at least the top 20. So these are the 20 allergy capitals based on total pollen scores: tree, grass, and weed. What kind of weed? Over-the-counter medication use and number of allergy specialists. The burden of seasonal pollen allergies falls heavily on the eastern and southern parts of the country. Okay, so this is the top 20. We can go to page 5 to find the top 100. So, top 20. Wichita, Kansas. Congratulations. You are the worst city in the country for allergies. Our friends in Dallas. That surprises me. Dallas, Texas ranks number 2. That's surprising. Scranton, PA is number 3. Oklahoma City. Tulsa is number 5. We've got Florida back to back to back. Sarasota, Cape Coral, and Orlando. Des Moines, Iowa. So we go all the way to number 9 before we get a Midwestern city. I don't consider Oklahoma Midwest. Is Oklahoma Midwest? I consider that a plains state. Greenville, South Carolina, number 10. And then 11 through 20 is Virginia Beach, Houston, Little Rock, Miami, Lakeland, Florida, Raleigh, North Carolina, Palm Bay, Florida, Tampa, Greensboro, North Carolina, Rochester, New York at number 20. That's shocking to me. Where's page 5? Okay, here's our top 100. Let's see. Vegas ranks number 31. That just doesn't sound right. Milwaukee is number 35. I'm going to consider Madison part of that region. So we're number 35. Let's see. Chicago is number 45 on the list. Omaha, Nebraska, number 47. Minneapolis, number 48. Let's see. I'm just looking for Midwest now. Madison, Wisconsin, number 85. So they do put us on here. Interesting. That's shocking. That list is shocking to me. Shocking, I say, shocking. Let's see. My Silver Pathfinder is a nice yellowish green from all the pollen. Hate it. Let's see. Central California, the AQI here is often well over 125 to 150. Oh, yeah. California air. Not good. Breadbasket of the world, as they say. So we have allergies galore. Scranton, PA, about an hour or so away. The Electric City, Scranton. Scranton. That's just a fun Scranton. Let's see. Yep, to us here in Central California, okay is Midwest. See, here in the Midwest, it is not Midwest. Utah's probably Midwest to you Californians. Greensboro is where I am, and it gets bad here. Card Hobbyist says my city is 61. For example, it's 62 degrees at the moment, and I feel cold. Give me about a month, and I'll feel cold at 62 degrees. Topps Redemptions used to have a Scranton address to mail to. Oklahoma is a lot like Texas, but I winter in South Oklahoma. Guess you're not an Office fan. I'm not an Office fan. I think they're in Scranton, right? Oklahoma, not Midwest, says Cooter. Many call it Mid-South. Yes, the old Mid-South days. Bill Watts. As the cultures are more aligned with Texas and southern states. Yeah, the old Mid-South territory. I bet Kleenex is quite familiar with that list of cities. Probably. Okay, let's play Name That Player. Let's see. Got this one, or this one. Let's go 88 Fleer. Or what's this one? Oh, no. Let's do this one. Let's do 93 Fleer. 1993 Fleer. Tom Glavine on the pack. Let's check the standings before we get to 93 Fleer. Name that player. We've got Scotty Dubs, a commanding lead with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 34 points for Scotty Dubs. Uncle Rich in second place with 5, 10, 15, 19 points. Card Hobbyist made a run with football last week. He's at 15 points. We've got Nick Budden still at 11. Nick's still hanging tight, and I don't think he's been with us for a couple weeks. Flawed Thinker is at 9. Flipping Sports Guy, Mookie Chilson is at 7, and then Flipping Sports Guy's at 6. Flipping Sports Guy's been out for a while, and he's still in the top 10. Let's see. Where are we at? 6, and then we go to 4 points, Minneapolis Kid. We've got 3 points for Michael Renicky and Terry McDaniel. We've got 2 points for Dan, Korean Cardboard. 2 points for D, Young Cards. A point apiece for Boyhood Breaks, Sal Dougie, Travis Bogart, Bink Scott, and Brian M. So, without further ado, let's play Name That Player. 1993 Fleer. All right. How in the hell do we get this? Let's use our old handy dandy box cutter. There we go. Mookie Chilson is predicting Jeff Branson. Okay. Oh, we need a. Oh, these are tough. These are the side names. Okay, this guy. I don't remember this guy playing for the Twins. This is going to be tough to focus. Oh, I guess it is focusing. A pitcher for the Twins. Scotty Dubs knows it. Wow. Impressive. Actually, a few guys knew it. Scotty Dubs continues to roll. All right. Here we go. Next up. This is tough. Damn you, 93 Fleer. Montreal Expos. Montreal, like this should be a little tougher. Not Alou, not Segui, I'm going to take Scotty Dubs. It's not plural, but I'll give it to you. It is Spike Owen. So we'll give that to Scotty Dubs. Spike Owen. Okay. We've got a freebie coming up. This is strange. Okay. Next up. Chicago White Sox pitcher. Andy Mack's waiting for the Name the 90s swimsuit model edition. Hernandez is correct. Dan, correct. Roberto. Korean Cardboard on the board. 3 points for Dan in the game. Okay. This one's a gimme. This one's a gimme. I swear this is how the pack is. Who's going to get it? Card Hobbyist. Spike Owen again. And just so I'm not shitting you. Back-to-backs, or almost back-to-back. Same card. Okay, so Card Hobbyist. Was it Card Hobbyist? Yes, Card Hobbyist. Card Hobbyist. Where you at? Oh, you're up here. Oh, you're at 16. Card Hobbyist making a run for second place. Okay, we go to Toronto. I know box 13 is struggling over here. Toronto Blue Jays. Try to get it to focus. Let's see. It's not John Olerud. Let's see. It's not Gonzalez. It's not Kelly Gruber. It's not Green. It's not Gruber. Nope, not Green. Not Pat Borders. Name some other Blue Jays. Not Paul Molitor. Let's see. He would have his rookie year. His first year with the Blue Jays was 1991. Scotty Dubs got it. Eddie Zosky. Eddie Zosky. Scotty Dubs. That was fun. That was fun. Okay. This should be an easy one. This should be easy. Who's going to get this guy? I think the answers will fly in on this one. Card Hobbyist nailed it. Santiago, card hobbyist, making a run, taking advantage of Uncle Rich being at the Dallas Card Show. John says this is probably Aiken playing Dungeons and Dragons. Probably. Okay, here we go. Another catcher, Detroit Tigers. Card hobbyist is at 17 points. I think Uncle Rich is in second with 19. Kruder is correct. Christian. Is that your first point? I think that's Christian's first point. It is, at least in this game. Aiken. Oh, shit. Christian. Okay. All right. Ooh, this is a tough one. Florida Marlins. Box 13 looks like a Winston filter. Let's see. Not Jeff Conine. Not Brett Barbary. Not Conine. This is tough. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. If it focuses. Oh, that's 93 Fleer sucks for this game. Come on. What's it trying to focus on? Not the card. My hair? So this guy actually has, I believe his first card is 89 Topps with the Texas Rangers. He might be pictured in, and I think he's pictured in a Texas Rangers uniform on this card. Let's see. Answers coming in. Not Pose, not Espy, not Fry. Who was in 89 Topps? Number 1 draft pick subset. 89 Topps, number 1 draft pick subset. Not Kruder. All right. Going once. Going twice. Not Husen. All right. No point. Not Santiago. It's Monty Ferris. Oh, you were just too late. No point awarded. Monty Ferris. Monty Ferris. Okay. Now we go to Baltimore. Flipping Sports Guy, hit refresh, and that might help. Not Baines, not Horn, not DeShields, not Bradley, not Gomez. Let's see, I think he also debuted in 1991. Brian, yes, Mercedes. Luis Mercedes. All right. So Brian M with the point. Okay. You can't make this up. Here's another gimme. This the collation on 93 Fleer was not good. Who's going to get it this time? You can Flipping Sports Guy gets it. Yes. You redeem yourself. Flipping Sports Guy with the point. Monty Ferris. So we've had dupes of Spike Owen and Monty Ferris. Oh, let's see. All right. This is a lot of catchers in this pack. Oakland A's. I don't think we have any more dupes coming. Nope, no more dupes. Not Terry Steinbach. He played for many teams. He played for the Indians, the Royals, the Yankees, the A's, the Orioles. Cork is correct. Flipping Sports Guy with the point just ahead of Christian. And Flipping Sports Guy's up to 8. Okay, we're down to, 4 left? This one should be picked correctly, I think. Phillies pitcher throwing at Wrigley Field. The friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Not Jose Mesa. It is Jose De Leon. Scotty Dubs. Scotty Dubs. Jose De Leon. All right, down to 3. Oh, this, when I first saw the photo, I thought it was somebody, and it's not who I thought it was. Milwaukee Brewers catcher. And I know somebody's going to guess, and there's the card hobbyist. It is not BJ Surhoff. It is Dave Nilsson. Correct. Flipping sports guy. Card hobbyist, that's exactly who I thought. I'm like, oh, that's BJ Surhoff. Oh, no, that's Dave Nilsson. So, flipping sports guy with another point. How about it? 9. Coming up on Nick Budden. Nick hasn't been with us for a while. Nick, where you at? All right, here's a Dodgers. I actually just saw Nick at the card show last weekend. All right, this one. Flipping spray. I knew it wasn't BJ when you said that. Dodgers pitcher, not Worrell. Not Morgan. Roger McDowell is correct. Mookie Chilson on the board. Mookie is at, where's Mookie? Mookie's at 8 points now. Ooh, flipping sports guy and Mookie Chilson. All right, last card of our pack of 93 Fleer. Trying to get this. Try to get his face in without his name being revealed. Okay, there we go. California Angels. Now we're in focus. Chad Curtis is correct. Christian Anderson. Wow. Christian with the point. That's impressive. Christian with 2 points today. So, name that player. 93 Fleer. That was fun. We had a lot of, we had some difficulties on a couple. We had a wide array of points. So our scoreboard, Scotty Dubs still with a commanding lead. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 38 points for Scotty Dubs. Second place, Uncle Rich with 19 points. But the card hobbyist made got a little closer to Uncle Rich with 17 after a point today, or 2 points today. Let's see. And then we go to double digits. Nick Budden with 11. Flipping sports guy has moved up to 9 points. Mookie Chilson now has 8 points. Oh, Flawed Thinker also has 9 points. So flipping sports guy and Flawed Thinker tied with 9 points each. Then Mookie Chilson with 8. Let's see. Then we go to 4 points for the Minneapolis Kid. 3 points for Terry McDaniel, Korean Cardboard, and Michael Renicky. 2 points for Christian, Brian M., D. Young Cards, and 1 point apiece for Boyhood Breaks, Sal Dougie, Travis Bogart, Bink Scott. Name that player. All right. That was fun. That was a fun one. And trying to look back to see what other packs I have. Got 88 Fleer. I've got 93 Tops Football. What more packs back there? I've got 91 Leaf, 92 Tops, 88 Tops. I think we're done with 87 and 88 Tops. Those are not fun to play. 94 Tops. Ooh, that would be fun. We've got Score Select. Ooh, 93 Score Select. 89 Bowman. That's a fun one. Is this another 93 Fleer? Another 93 Fleer. Oh, we got some more back here. I bought a bunch at a card show a couple months ago. Oh, geez, there's way more back there. Donruss, Stan Musial, so that's 88 Donruss. Another 88 Donruss. 97 Stadium Club. 92 Football. 88 Tops. So still a whole bunch that we can play with. All right. Got to wrap it up. I need more coffee. Let's see. Sad I need to do better than only getting former Tigers. Clinging to the bottom of the podium. Flawed Thinker does not like Fleer. Curtis went to prison, I believe. Oh, let's Google that before we go. Chad Curtis. Oh, I think it's his mugshot showing up on Google. Let's see. Chad Curtis. Early life. Baseball career. Career after baseball. Personal life. And here we go. Criminal convictions. Let's see. Curtis views himself as a Bible-believing Christian. In a 2014 interview, he claimed that he never drank alcohol, never swore, and never committed adultery. As a Major League Baseball player, he chastised teammates for missing chapel, listening to explicit rap, and watching the Jerry Springer Show on television. Chad Curtis and I would not be friends. Criminal convictions. Oh, Mr. Bible Thumper. In May 2012, after several female students accused him of inappropriate touching, Curtis resigned from his positions at Lakewood Public Schools. In 2012, Curtis was ordered to stand trial for 5 counts of criminal sexual conduct, ranging from misdemeanors to felonies, carrying a potential 15-year sentence. He was charged with an additional 6th count of criminal sexual conduct. You can't watch the Jerry Springer Show, but you can touch young girls. Chad Curtis, you are an effing idiot. Curtis's criminal trial began, during which 3 of his victims and 2 others, all underage girls, testified. According to testimony, Curtis offered massages to some of the female athletes at the school, but not to any of the boys. Curtis was accused of molesting 2 15-year-old girls in 2012 when he was a volunteer weight room strength trainer in Lake Odessa, Michigan, and of sexually assaulting a 16-year-old girl in 2011. Curtis told his 2011 victim that his conduct toward her was the most unfaithful he had ever been to his wife. He gave the massages first in the school's weight room, then in a room next to the weight room, and ultimately in a windowless trainer's room. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. 7 to 15 years in prison. Let's see. After Curtis's conviction, his former teammate Gabe Kapler wrote, "I'm floored that I misjudged the character of a man so horribly. Perhaps I was blinded with the mantle of righteous moral authority he always tried to wear and never looked deeper. Chad Curtis wasn't the first major leaguer to commit a heinous crime. I'm confident in my assessment, however, that he'll represent the last time that I allow the veil of religion and perceived moral high ground to impede my better judgment of another human being's fiber." That was well said by Gabe Kapler. Let's see. He was paroled in 2020 and placed on supervision for the next 2 years. There you go. Chad Curtis, terrible human being. Let's see. Dubs is the best athlete here. Rich should be reevaluating. Flipping Sports Guy says it's time to get to shipping. Yes, it is. Coffee and shipping. That's on my docket this morning. Kyle says, I feel like I was in the presence of greatness when Bo introduced me to Scotty Dubs at the January Madison Card Show, and we have a picture to prove it. Me, Kyle, and Scotty Dubs in one photo. Madison Card Show. That pack reminded me why I stopped collecting in the 90s. Not 1, but 2 copies of the same junk. Monty Ferris, Spike Owen. Can you imagine? If I was 11-year-old Bo in 1993 and I pulled 2 Monty Ferris and 2 Spike Owens out of the same pack, I would be cursing. All right, so that's what I had for today. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button if you're able, or if you choose to do so, subscribe to the channel. Let's see. Check out my eBay store. Football added yesterday. I'll probably add some Bowman today. Join me tonight. I'm going to go live tonight about 7:30 Central. I'm going to go live and open the remaining Bowman blasters I have. I have 12 left. So I'm going to open those tonight. Join me for that if you will. I will be live tomorrow morning, probably in the 8:30-ish time frame, Central Time. Hopefully I don't have to stop and blow my nose tomorrow morning. Damn allergies. We learned that Madison is, in fact, not the allergy capital of the world, which I would assume it would be. It's like, what, 65th on the list? But if you live in Wichita, Kansas, your allergies probably suck right now. All right, so I've got to get to shipping. I need more coffee. Have a great Friday. We'll see you tomorrow. Actually, no, we'll see you tonight, and tomorrow.